Welcome back to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. It is Monday. I am Jason.
This is Alex.
This is Dennis. This is Dooley.
And how the fuck was your week, Dooley?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Was it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, shit.
We started here for a purpose.
Do you know what the purpose is?
Probably not. As usual.
So what'd you do this week?
Shot my bow and arrow at least an hour every day. Got the archery bruise to show it and everything.
Have you hit yourself yet?
No.
I can only hope.
Love you too, Alex.
Just shoot it straight up.
Just start looking up. Just,
Run!
Here it comes.
You only one who can catch
I call this COVID Russian roulette.
Morning shifts and everything, and then we had that one military function, whatever the fuck it was. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I'm forgetting something because
Well, obviously you are, but
obviously you are.
That's okay. I mean, I think that was the point, is that you were going to miss it. So, Jason, how was Dooley's week?
Oh, Dooley learned the difference between 2 ounces volume and 2 ounces weight. So we out of pizza dough. We had three.
Oh,
three
so that
dough
you're
balls.
baking too. Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
So Dooley runs and he grabs all the supplies to make the pizza dough, and it's all done by weight, including the water. Everything is weighed out. So I grabbed Dooley the recipe. I put it on the table. I'm like, all right, Dooley.
Here you go.
Grab the ounce scale, grab the digital scale, and start weighing shit. So he weighs everything out, and he puts it all in the big Hobart. It's kind of thick because, for some reason, the Hobart keeps getting stuck.
Stuck? Oh, that's kind of thick? The Hobart's getting stuck?
Yeah, and it's a big-ass Hobart, dude. It's, almost as tall as me.
It's kind of thick. It's cut. Now, what are you mixing, cement?
So,
I feel like cement might not.
So I was like, Dooley, there's something's wrong with the recipe. And Dooley's like, I don't know. I was like, you followed the recipe? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, there's something fucking wrong with it. So we mixed the shit out of this fucking dough. It's like, dude, it's not glutenizing. I guess is the best term for it. Every time we test the dough, it tears.
Okay.
It's not stretchy.
The proteins aren't combining.
So we're going, dude. We mixed this shit for an hour and a half. I was like, the dough is getting hot.
And it's still not.
And it's still, the dough is, physically getting hot. I don't know what the temp was. We're approaching 100 degrees.
We're proofing. We're proofing.
We're proofing now. We're proofing while mixing. So I was like, fuck it, man. We got to move on to the next stage of, portioning dough, rolling it, getting into the proof boxes. And, I was like, just, Dooley and I were just talking. I was like,
cut one, try it. See what happens.
At this point, it's a start over.
Oh, well, yeah.
So,
but, I mean, you still, what went wrong? All right, cut it, try it. What happened?
So, we're talking to Dooley, and I was like, you weighed everything. He was like, yes, I weighed everything. He's like, the water might have been, 0.01 over, 5 over?
On the scale it said 0.5, but, I mean...
So you added half a pound? Too
much
water?
No, because then I took it out. And then went to 14. So.
Okay. So we're going, and I was like, you weighed everything. He's like, yeah. He's like, then he said, the yeast was in a 2-ounce ramekin. And I stopped him right there, and I was like, so you used about half the yeast we needed because it's weight. And I was like, I know because I've made that mistake, but I was weighing it. I grabbed the 2-ounce ramekin, poured the yeast in, and it was 1 ounce. So I grabbed another 2-ounce ramekin and weighed that and got my. So I know after that I used a 4-ounce ramekin to weigh out the yeast. And so as soon as he said he used a 2-ounce ramekin of yeast, I was like, yep, there it is. There it is. 2 ounces of
weight
of
versus
fluid,
volume.
Yeah. A fluid ounce versus ounce by weight, Dooley.
Which, I mean, it was we're 86 the shit, so I wasn't really thinking about that.
But what were the instructions? Even when you read it, it says weigh everything. It's
Now you know.
Where's
knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe!
So, yeah. How was the rest of your week, Dooley?
Just pretty good. I got my bow sighted in for some more archer training and everything.
So what time did you leave work on Saturday?
Was that...
I just want to throw it out there. I don't know even know if they're open. I totally want to do the archery dodgeball. Just on the table.
Just putting it out there.
Putting it out there. You've had more practice. I'll still beat you.
I mean, I've only been shooting it for like a week.
I don't have a bow. I'll still beat you.
Okay. What time did you leave work on Saturday? Uh-oh.
Well, this was only 2 days away.
11?
It was like 10:50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you there when they broke down the party? And someone decided to pour about 100,000 fucking glass marbles down the drain?
No. I was not there for that shit.
Whoa.
Do what?
Hold on, I got pictures.
I'm assuming this was like centerpieces.
Yes.
Filled with flowers
down,
that had like the glass beads in the bottom. They stuck
Down what drain?
I'll show you.
Well, I'm going to go with the kitchen. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, what the fuck?
Did that require a shop vac?
Oh my God. I have no idea how the executive chef got that shit out, and I'm hoping that he got
all of it.
I mean, because I thought you mean the dish pit, because I cleaned the dish pit, I cleared all that shit out.
The only hope you have is that trap caught most of them.
Well,
like,
I mean,
maybe they built up and
there's a trap inside the trap.
Yeah,
so
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is like maybe they like collided with each other and built up. What is that? You remember that game Icebreakers or whatever? You had to like pull the stick and the marbles would fall. Like maybe they just got stuck together to a point where it was like, okay, as long as I just don't touch this one, they'll be fine.
So yeah, I got that picture. So yeah, so the centerpieces were
filled with water for flowers, and
the
then
marbles were at the bottom.
Yeah.
And they had like a rose in the middle of it.
Right.
It looked cool.
I bet.
Until the next morning.
What did
we're trying to figure out who's the brainchild behind that.
All right,
it was only the two bank captains, and then
they are clear marbles. So I have a question, because I doubt this is the if they were gel and you pour water around them, they disappear. Could you see them? Like, I'm assuming they're glass. Obviously,
yes.
You could see them in the water.
Yes.
So it's not like they were like just dumping out water thinking it was empty. Like,
yeah,
no,
it's not the gel.
Not to mention it's probably heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
And you're going to hear that shit hitting the fucking damn drain.
Yeah, when you're pouring it down the fucking drain.
Yeah, you're going to hear that shit.
And there was 10 of these centerpieces.
Oh, fuck.
So not only did they... I'll give you the first one. You're like, oh, shit. I'm going to do this 9 more fucking times, though. And leave it till the morning for someone else to clean up. So, yeah.
I'm still curious. Even if they dumped it down in like the main kitchen sink drain, how many traps are there before it gets to the floor?
It looks to me like they just dumped it down
straight into the floor. Because like that, how the fuck did like it's not like they dumped it in the like
they've dumped shit there before, but they usually like there's a colander,
right,
or some sort of catch device,
right.
So the water goes down the drain and you catch everything else.
Oh, somebody's a genius.
Which I told them that multiple times pre-COVID. I was like, hey, you know all that straws and lemons that you just poured over there? I have to clean that up now? No, fuck you. Get a colander. Like, do that shit. Like,
and clean up your fucking mess. But yeah, so, like, that, I would venture to say that's probably close to 100,000 beads.
Like, that's a 6-inch deep hotel pan?
That is a 6-inch deep
hotel pan?
Like,
full to the brim.
Well, it's not the hotel pan. It is the fucking insert.
Well, it's the shaping insert. It's basically the size of a hotel pan, though. For anyone that knows what a hotel pan or a full-size pan is, you're at a 6-inch deep full-size pan, full to the brim of glass beads.
And then there was a pot with more beads in it.
I mean, that's
Jesus. I mean, that's probably
tiny pot, but
because I left after all the banquet people left, like 1 by 2.
So they all left, and you did not notice that?
No, because I mean, they pretty much all of them left about the same time I did, and then like I took trash out and then clocked out.
Apparently, thousands of marbles hitting a metal sink were great. Did not.
I don't know when they
cross
did that.
Dooley's mind. He probably just was like, listening
Okay,
to Screamo.
I'm over near a dish pit that's going...
Is that not the dish pit drain?
No.
Oh, okay.
That is
Right.
the
main floor drain?
the steamer drain.
Oh, okay.
And it's inside that walled-in area because that's also where the tilt skillet is, or the
I
kettle.
got you. All right.
So yeah,
Dennis, how was your week?
Not as exciting as that. That's for damn sure. No, it's it's still working at the restaurant and everything, and then trying to get resume out there. Try to find at least some other work for right now and everything. Find a couple more restaurants, and I did apply at a couple of local grocery stores because I need money so I can. This unemployment shit sucks. But no, Friday and Saturday night we were pretty busy at the restaurant and everything, and then I love because I came in on Saturday night and I went back into the kitchen and I'm like, hey, where's everybody at? I'm like, okay, maybe they're out back smoking a cigarette. There's like 5 tickets hanging off of the machine and everything. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck's going on? Turns out the girl that was supposed to have been there, she decided she didn't feel like working for a little while, so she went down to the bar down the street and was having some drinks and everything and didn't tell nobody.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. How long did she not feel like working? Because I'm pretty sure that's a I quit.
She was there for at least 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah,
that's an I quit.
Yeah, I was like,
If that's not I quit, that's a
You're fired.
Yeah. Either way.
Welcome back. Get the fuck out of here?
Is that how you picked up some extra shit?
Well, pretty much actually. That and then it was priceless though because it's like I get she opened up in the morning and everything. And I wasn't coming until about 6 o'clock, so I'm like, all right, I get that you.
6 is a weird time.
It's just the way that it works. Because I do, like...
I mean, 6 to 2.
Yeah. Isn't really many hours, but that's before even up till 2 sometimes.
I mean, like, usually, like, a
We'll
night
call
shift
it
is like
6
around
to 3.
3.
Yeah.
We'll call it 6 to 3.
Yeah.
Your night shift is probably around 3. Your dinner probably ends at like 11.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a 9-hour shift, 6 to 3. You know, I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You're just on different hours. That's all. You're getting too used to this not late night shit, bro.
I don't know.
Come back to the real world.
No.
He said no.
I don't want to either.
Where I work, shit closes. It opens early as fuck, but it closes.
I gotta be at work at 6 in the morning. No.
At night.
That's Jason. I gotta be at work at 6 at night. No.
Nope.
I gotta be there tomorrow at 6 in the fucking morning.
Gotta set up this damn marriage retreat for 19 people.
It doesn't even sound hard.
It's the odd number that's throwing me off. Dooley and I are setting this room. Sorry, Dennis.
Oh, you're good.
Dooley and I are setting up this room, and it's like, I can understand how this happens, okay? Okay, it's COVID time, and there's an odd number of people going to a marriage retreat, which means there's a solo at a marriage retreat. And I was like, well, maybe it's the instructor, or whatever you want to call them.
Aficionado, whoever does the officiating.
Yes. So,
Officiating.
but no, that is not the case. There's a solo person, and I was like, okay, I get it. Like, maybe you're widowed. They left you. At that point in fucking time, you just don't go. It's like, I mean, but I already paid.
Here's the question. Did they know they were the only solo person? I mean, like, they might have...
fucking marriage retreat.
Oh. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh. Bitch, you're getting 2 meals and you're paying for both. That's I hope you're hungry. I don't know.
Hey, Bob, you want to come over for the game?
What the...
Now I'm going to marriage retreat, bro.
Well, now I'm curious, like, was it like an instructor? Like, did they have to sit in on a class before they get certified?
Maybe. I mean, that's a good explanation.
I'm really hoping this guy is just not like, man, I'm bored and I'm lonely. I'm gonna go to a marriage retreat.
Maybe he watched Wedding Crashers too much.
Maybe. These people are having marriage problems. Let me fix that shit real quick.
Yeah, I mean, first off, okay, like, I'm gonna start this the correct way. I love my wife.
Oh, I love where this is going.
That's perfect right there.
But it's like, you want to go to a marriage retreat? That sounds like a horrible fucking idea. And it's like, I mean, I don't there's no amount of class
I feel like
I can sit through that is going to make our marriage better.
I kind of feel like the marriage retreat thing, though, is almost on par with, like, the timeshare sales. Like, hey, we'll give you a cheaper vacation, but you got to sit through this 2-hour bullshit.
And do all these
It's
activities.
days. It is days.
Oh, I know. Marriage retreat's a bit more, but I'm just saying, like, usually I feel like maybe it's because you're going as a couple and they could discount it a bit more because there's 2 people coming, but I feel like marriage retreats are usually a little bit less, and I feel like that's because... Yes, you get to come to this beautiful island, and you're gonna stay in these white sands, and you're never gonna fucking see them.
Didn't they
Like you're gonna be in the banquet hall with no windows, watching videos.
Wasn't that couples retreat?
Yeah,
yeah.
But that was actually funny. I can't imagine it would be that funny.
Because they had one dude that was single and everything. We came with his little boo thing or whatever you want to call it and everything. Because they weren't married. Remember that shit?
See, but that's a couples retreat, not a. Like a marriage
the rest
retreat.
of them are all married, so it's like.
But yeah, it's a couples retreat. Again, you could be a couple and not be married. There's a difference between a marriage retreat.
I can't see my wife wanting to sit through this shit.
Oh, I can't either.
Like,
shoot somebody.
We're going on a marriage retreat. Is there a bar?
And it better be open and free.
It's like, nope. Like, we're gonna sit in this class? Hell no. Like, we're here.
Is there a bar in this class?
I can see both y'all just sitting there just...
Yeah, is there a bar in this class?
Yeah.
Can I bring my beer? Can I bring my beer? Or like, do you guys deliver in here? Like, if I can see the beach from here, the little tiki hut. Can I just wave at you every time I need a drink?
Remember the last marriage retreat when Bob made that joke? It was so funny. Like, no, get the fuck away from me.
Get the fuck away from me, Jim.
All right, Dennis, you got anything else?
I had this one guy on Friday night came in and ordered chili. All right. And like on the chili, we give options for sides and stuff like that. Sour cream, onions, cheese, and everything.
Yeah, load my shit up.
Yeah. Well, this guy said he wanted it like super hot for his chili and everything. Like I'm asking, like temperature wise, or you want heat level? Because I can add some stuff to this and make it actually spicy. And the server told me that he wanted it, temperature hot. I'm like, okay. We got that sucker screaming to the point where, like, you could feel the heat
coming off the chili
and everything. And then he wanted like sour cream, stuff like that. So I put the sour cream on the side because so that way it stays hot and everything. This guy sent this chili back 3 times because he kept saying it wasn't hot enough because every time he would put the fucking damn sour cream in, it would cool off right there on that first bite.
Well, I'll give you some warm sour cream.
I'm like, how about
I can't imagine that's very good, but I'll microwave some sour cream real quick, throw that in the saute pan. I don't give a fuck.
I was like, after the 3rd time, I'm like, dude, you put fucking cold sour cream in a hot chili, of course it's going to cool off.
But it still ain't going to cool it off that much.
Exactly. It's only the first fucking bite. I'm like, dude, stir it up. Stir the pot. It works.
Next time, it's like, here, taste this. I'll be right back with your sour cream.
Exactly. Pretty much.
Screw that. That's when you get to like tableside service. You just like tell the server like, yo, clear a path. Fucking walk out there with the saute pan, still just like
like fajita style.
You're ruining the floor at this point. There's just like chili bubbling and like sizzling out everywhere, and you're just like, is this hot enough? Like into the bowl. Like, all right, I'm going back to the kitchen to get your sour cream. If you mix this in and say it's not hot enough, I will come back with the pot. I will put it in your hand, and you can tell me if it's hot enough.
But yeah, no, I couldn't believe it. I was like, dude, really? 3 fucking times?
I hate that shit, I'm not gonna lie. And this is gonna sound really bad, but I don't feel bad about saying it. Oh, fucking old people, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
Soups and old people. Mm-hmm. I do. I hope that I don't have that problem when I'm old. Because maybe it really is a thing. Maybe it's not hot anymore, and I don't know. I feel like cold soup can't be good, so I kind of feel where they're coming from. But after like 3 tries, maybe get something else.
I don't eat my
food
that hot.
Trying to warm up your cold heart.
Get gazpacho.
I don't eat.
Yeah, I don't want shit burning the roof of my mouth.
I don't want blisters on the top of my mouth.
Well, as I said, maybe you just can't feel it at that point. But again, get gazpacho or something. I don't know what to tell you. Give up. Like, yo, I cannot make this she crab any hotter without splitting it into like milk and fucking crab. It will be completely separated by the time I hand it to you.
I'll be right back. That was the timer.
Well, you go handle that.
Let's talk about the sandwich while I go.
The sandwich. Do we really want to talk about the sandwich?
Yeah.
Alex does not seem too
thrilled
about that.
I tried it. I don't blame him.
All right, so we did a state sandwich today, and it was the Washington state sandwich for our 50 state sandwich list for the year. And this one was a smoked salmon on wheat bread, and it had cream cheese and white or particularly sweet onions. And we added some
dill.
We added more than dill, but we added some herbs to it. I don't think the sandwich would normally be bad, but yeah, we did not enjoy this one. And I think our screw up was that we didn't smoke the salmon ourselves.
Yeah.
We did buy store-bought salmon, smoked salmon, and it wasn't good.
No.
I think the long and the short of it. We tried the salmon obviously off the sandwich and then tried it on the sandwich, and although the sandwich masks some of the smokiness from the salmon, I definitely feel like it was over smoked.
Way over smoked.
Big time, like way over smoked. So it's unfortunate that Jason wants to talk about the sandwich because I don't really have anything great to say about that sandwich. I know the sandwich is good because it's literally just smoked salmon. It's bagels and lox without bagels. I don't know, but I mean the smoked salmon we had was not good, so the entire sandwich was not good.
Yeah.
And I mean, you tried it with me. It was better.
It was better
on the sandwich
than it was by itself. That's for damn sure.
Something that I thought about afterwards is I think toasting the bread might have been a good touch just to get some texture in there.
Texture, yeah.
But other than that, I mean, the sandwich. I can imagine it being good, but this one was just not good. And I don't want to talk shit about a Washington State sandwich, but
yeah, that was
the smoked salmon on that just didn't do it justice.
It was really shitty smoked salmon.
Yes, it was. That's what we covered because I didn't want to talk shit about Washington, but at the same time, that salmon was not good. That was what that came down to. So, Dennis, you got anything else for your week?
Not for my week, no. At least for that week.
Okay.
Hopefully more for next week.
We'll just continue on without him. I don't know. I thought he was coming back out, but I guess not. I had a pretty chill week. I had to pick up some shifts too. Obviously, I didn't fully quit my job a couple weeks ago, but I definitely took a hiatus and told them that I wasn't going to be working there consistently, and so I've had to pick up some shifts as well in the meantime. And I don't know, it's been pretty chill. I didn't really have any issues.
Outside of your car.
Well, that's a whole. Oh, we can get into that.
Well, that's a segue. Because I wanted to talk about something that I actually witnessed. I witnessed the kitchen closes at 8, but it's 7:53 conversation.
Oh God, I hate those people.
So I was ordering a cocktail. Let's be honest, I was ordering a beer. But the cocktail just made it seem like I was classy for a second. So I was getting a beer, and this group of 3 people walk up, and they're like, "Yeah, can we get a menu?" And the guy was like they just walked straight in and walked straight up to the bar and asked for a menu. Bartender's like, "Sorry, the kitchen's closed," and they were like, "Kitchen closes at 8, and it's 7:53." He's like, "Yeah, but no one's ordered anything in half an hour. They're gone."
COVID, bro. Welcome to COVID hours.
And I was like, "All right, is that right?"
Is it right to close early if?
Yeah, I mean, if your sign says 8.
Well,
I think at this current time, yeah, I think it's.
We've done it.
I think it's will of the restaurant. You know what I mean?
Well, the establishment closes at 8. And it was 7:53, and I'm there getting a beer.
Yeah,
but I was
you were there for last call though.
But I was like, "Look, man, I'm gonna drink this shit and get out of your hair." And they're like, "Jason, you're fine. You can stay here till 10 if you fucking want to." I was like, "All right, cool. I mean, but I'm leaving anyway. Just give me my tab, because this is awkward as fuck."
Yeah. I don't want to be here, and that way they have a reason to be like, "Oh, well, you still got customers."
Yeah, I mean, and it was definitely willing down, dude. It was like the table, because I was hanging out with the Coyote, and the producer was there, and the Coyote's wife was there. So we were sitting at this little table, off to the side.
Yeah.
And there was 2 people at another table. I mean, the place was empty and out.
Yeah.
I mean, but they obviously can stay open till 2. They just weren't accepting new customers, and they knew we were gonna fucking leave.
Yeah.
They didn't kick us out,
but they knew you were gonna leave.
Yeah, I was like, "Yo, man, the game's about to come on any fucking way. I gotta go." Can we want to talk about the clinic that fucking Drew Brees put on yesterday? Still mad they let him get that field goal. But I was hoping for the shutout, I'm not going to lie. All right, so segue to the car. How are you feeling, Alex?
Oh, well, that's not a segue. But are we going back to the car now?
Yeah, I just wanted to, because we were talking about restaurants and all that, and I just wanted to talk about my witnessing the 7:53.
Yeah.
You close at 8. Fucking.
We need to work on your definition of segue.
Well, I'm using you to segue to how I fix my radio.
So we haven't gotten to the segue yet. Okay. All right. Now I'm more along with you.
Segue section.
And my car's been in the shop for almost a fucking month.
Dude, this is fucking crazy.
It's been 3.5 weeks.
I don't even give a shit that it is warranty work.
Yeah,
that's way too fucking long.
I know that's been the biggest issue. But like again, I called the shop today. And by the way, I want to mention that I went to a shop that they already work with.
Okay.
I didn't go to my shop because I figured it would take longer.
Right.
Yeah.
So I went to a shop. I literally said, do you have a list of auto body shops in the area that you already work with? And they gave me a list. And I said, all right, cool. And I went to one of them. And it's still taken a month. Now, granted, I got 8 new pistons, 8 new lifters. They had to remachine the head. Yes, it's basically a new engine at this point, or at least half of one.
The top end.
Still, I spoke to him last week on Wednesday, and he was waiting on parts to come in the shop. And I get that. You're waiting on parts. Fine. It took forever to get approval for him. Warranty company. Fine. Still, he told me on Wednesday that it would either be, Friday or Monday when I could get the car. And it is Monday. And I waited till like noon. Car should be in the bay, if nothing else. And so I called at noon, and I was like, I'm just going to check on my car.
Why do most auto shops close on the fucking weekend when people could actually give you their car for like 2 days and not have to go to work?
Yeah. That's a great question.
Close on fucking Monday, dude. Close on Tuesday.
But yeah, I called today, and he told me it might be a couple days. And if we weren't in the car, I might have had a longer and different conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell me fucking Friday or Monday if it's going to be Wednesday. You know what? I was pissed at his answer today.
Tell me Friday or Monday and give it to me Thursday before Friday.
Right?
The Thursday before.
I was
give
pissed.
me the long term and then give it to me early.
I was pissed at his answer today, but I wish he would have told me this last week. Because today he told me, I'll have it to you in a couple of days. He wouldn't give me an answer. It was a couple of days. I got to clear a bay, and I got to do this and that and the other. It'll be a couple of days. Okay, first off, you should have this shit done today. But a couple of days. I can't be mad if in 3 days the car is done. That's still kind of a couple of days. But you told me fucking Friday or Monday. I waited till Monday. I gave you Friday. I waited till Monday, and my shit's still not fucking ready. It's not even in the bay yet. We haven't even started work on the fucking car.
Maybe they
Hold
just
on,
like
wait.
your car.
They haven't started the work yet?
Not for the lifters.
Wow.
That seems dumb.
All 8 pistons are done. They have to go do the lifters. So, yes, they have.
Let's put it back together.
It's not even. Well, I don't.
So we could take it apart again.
I don't know if it's put back together. They could have just pushed it out of the bay.
That is true.
I don't know about that. I just know that literally, it's a 5.5 hour job, and it should have been in the bay Friday when the parts came in, and it's not even in the bay today. And as I said, I would probably have had a different phone call had circumstances been a little different.
The past couple of months, we've had really shitty vehicle luck.
Yes.
Yes. On all fronts.
Yes. Just, yes. All in general. You're possibly selling one of yours. Mine's been in the shop for almost a month. We've had the truck in and out of getting worked on. Even your neighbors had some issues.
Yeah.
It's...
Dooley don't hit... sucks, man.
Dooley don't hit any light poles.
Yeah, again.
Oh, come on. We didn't even... Well, while you're there, don't hit any light poles in a parking lot. Because, just hitting a light pole makes it sound like he might have caught it on the interstate or something. Blew a tire.
Don't put it in drive. Use reverse.
Anyway.
All right, so I got a really interesting story about the vehicle woes. So I guess it was like
there's the segue. Look at that.
Right. I guess it was like a week ago. I was driving to work in the last turn. I'm at the last light before I get to work, and I pull up and I don't know what the fuck happened. My radio made this noise and it just stopped. And I was like, well, that's weird. But it's done it before. But then it just cuts back on, and I was like, all right, that seems like an issue. And I was going to eventually tackle this fucking radio issue, but I was off yesterday. We weren't doing anything. I was up early, so I Googled I used the Google machine, and I was like, hey, F-150 radio stopped working. So, and I want to say it like in the Google search, I want to say it was Car Gurus was the website that the thread pulled up in. And so I'm just reading through this thread, and it's like, oh, same exact, everyone's like, oh, it made this loud pop noise, and then it fucking stopped working. So, reading the thread, this guy was like, they don't put lead in solder anymore, so it's not flexible, it gets brittle, it cracks. He was like, I took my radio out, and I put it in the oven at 275 degrees for 8 minutes. And then he's like, he came back and he was like, I talked to a guy who said to ramp it up to 375 for 8 minutes after you do the 275 for 8 minutes. He's like, I did it. Radio works perfectly. Basically, you like resolder everything. Like the solder melts and it. He's like, let it sit in the oven and cool off. Don't move it.
Yeah.
He's like, because you might fuck it up. Like, and I was like, this sounds fucking horrible. This is like, yo, put your phone in the microwave when it gets wet. Like, so I was like, so I kept reading, and 30 motherfuckers were like, I can't believe this fucking works. There's pictures of people with their radios in the oven and shit, and I was like, I don't know.
I don't blame you for that.
It's like, I don't know, man. I was like, first off, taking the radio out is a bitch. Like, honestly,
especially stock ones.
Honestly, it wasn't that fucking bad to take it out. I got it out in like maybe 5 minutes. It was fucking 7 mil, dude. Like, I was like, wow, that's you can really steal this shit. But no one wants to steal a stock radio. Yeah. So I pull it out, and then so it's basically when you get behind all the crap, there's a bunch of plugs, and you pull out this silver box.
Yeah.
And it's got the CD player in it, and it's got like a circuit board. So you got to take the CD player off. So you got to open up the case, which is like 20 of these little ass screws. So I grabbed like the magnetic dish and just started throwing screws in there. Like, I was like, I'm gonna lose one of these bitches. I know, like, this is life. Whenever you take something apart, you're either gonna be missing a screw or you're gonna have some extra ones. Like, so I took it apart and I was like, damn, I really should have taken pictures.
There, I'm done. Where does this go?
Yeah. I said, I should have taken pictures of what the fuck this looked like before I started. So at least I would know, like, oh, that screw goes there. Because there's some black ones which go into, like, I'm assuming there was like 4 black ones that actually screw into, like, the mechanical parts. Like, I guess the circuit boards screws were black that hold that kind of in place. I'm assuming they were black for a reason, so I wanted to make sure that those went back into the same spot. Like, so... No shit, dude. I pulled this bitch apart and put it in the fucking oven. 275 for 8 minutes, and then I was like, they really weren't specific. Like, am I supposed? Because they said don't move it. So I was like, well, how do I get the oven to 375?
Yeah, do you cool it down first and then reheat it?
I just
turn it up to
375 and like let it go, and like it was in the preheat mode for like 7 minutes, and I was like,
we're going to let this go for 12.
Like, I was like, you know what? Like, someone said 10, so I was like, all right, so it's at 375. It's going to be in there for, like, 3 minutes at 375. Like, okay, whatever. Like, so then I turned it off and just opened the door and let it cool because it started to smell bad.
Get that almost plasticky.
Yeah, something electrical is on fire smell. Yeah. Like, it's like... So I was like, all right, so I just opened it up and let it chill. I was like, Melissa's going to smell this when she comes home, and she's going to be like, what in the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, something's wrong. Like, so let it cool off, slap that bitch back together, put it in, and, like, I heard, like, mixed reviews. One guy was like, it didn't work right away, but the next day it worked fine. And I was like, whatever. Slapped that bitch back in the truck, turned it on, boom, I got radio. I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, I really thought I was making a trip to Best Buy to go buy a new radio. Like, it's like,
I totally see her come home and be like, what's that smell? It's okay. I just put my radio in the oven. Are you high?
How high are you right now? Like, no, but I mean,
I'm
like,
pretty fucking lit.
I mean, there were people like, yo, I totally thought this was a scam. Like, I totally thought, you know, this was like something dumb. But like, when there's like 30 people that said they did it and it worked, Like, there's no way that they're all a fucking.
You said you bought a 6-pack, right?
Yeah, it's up top. Yeah. Now you got this one just sitting on the table so everyone knows what it is.
Yeah, but we're going to talk about that anyway.
Is that the one that we're not supposed to talk about?
No, that's the one we are supposed to talk about.
Okay. Because we did get the limited release before it came out, kind of thing.
The rarity one?
Huh?
Not the one he just posted?
No. I was looking for that one yesterday.
Yeah, I want that one.
I was looking for that one yesterday, but they didn't have it.
Shh, quiet, Dennis.
Wait.
Yeah, he posted that one.
You can.
He posted about that one.
Yeah, with the F-150 radio in the oven shit works. I mean, when 30 people, I was like, there's no way it could be a scam with 30 people doing it. Either way, I needed a radio. It's like, either this fucks it up. But like the part that impressed me is like all the plastic connectors and shit.
Didn't melt.
No, nothing. I was like,
damn.
I was impressed. All right,
Who was the first person that thought of that?
Somebody who said, yo, they don't put lead in solder anymore, and it's not flexible. It gets brittle, it cracks, and you gotta
melt it. Yeah.
And the guy was like, look, he's like, I'm no, like, what is it, like, people, whatever, not an electrician, but like somebody who works on fucking transistors and shit, whatever those people are called.
Engineer.
Electrical engineer?
Maybe. And he's like, you know, I just did a little, a little bit of circuitry work when I was in school, like for an elective or whatever. So, what do we got here, sir?
All right, so I do believe this is still a bit of a sneak peek. It is coming out soon. Dooley, if you want to look this up, so we can. Yeah, double check.
Can we do a Dooley versus Alexa?
Oh, he's already got a head start. I was definitely debating it. It's Chesapeake Wheat American Wheat
Alexa.
by Flying Dog. Well, there you go. I was going to say the first one might have some info about it. But long story short, I believe they're discontinuing their pearl necklace, which is their oyster stout. Yeah. And continuing with the repopulating the bay with oysters, they are going to release this instead. So for 10 years, Flying Dog and the Oyster Recovery Partnership have worked together to keep the Chesapeake Bay ecosystem healthy and thriving, adding millions of baby oysters back into the bay to help filter impurities from the water. More oysters leads to more crabs, more fish, and more day drinking on jet skis. So crack open this beer and pat yourself on the back. For every Chesapeake wheat you drink, you're adding 10 little bivalves back into the bay. So this is a 5%er, and obviously it is a wheat ale. But,
I love their artwork.
No, their artwork is definitely pretty good. Like, have you seen the dog that like catches the catfish? Like,
yes,
almost like the noodling dog. Like that's kind of what it reminds me of. Because anyway, but again, I feel like this is coming out. I believe this spring. I don't want to be quoted on that because I'm not 100% positive. But it is going to replace, I believe, their oyster stout.
And you are sure that we're allowed to talk about this?
This one we are allowed to talk about. Yes. We may have got an inside track on a beer that may or may not be coming out, and we'll release some info about that when we get the okay to do so. But this one we are allowed to talk about. Yes, he actually specifically said please do, because again, this is the one that's going to
the Chesapeake Bay.
Yes. So this is again a very local thing for those of us that live in the 757.
That's really good.
I have worked at a lot of restaurants that have been involved in like the Chesapeake Bay program, repopulating the bay with oysters.
Recovery program.
Yep, they basically just take oyster shells and wash and clean them, and then bed the bay with them. And oysters actually grow on other oyster shells. So
they on their website they don't really have anything actually posted about it.
Well, as I said, I think it's coming out this spring. They're just kind of putting the word out there to. People in restaurants and things like that, and so
they're limited to release it also.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this one's out yet, but it will be replacing their oyster stout. So
that's really good.
Yeah, it is good. It's good.
That's good because that was my next question. I haven't even tried it yet. I've been talking, but everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good wheat beer. It's a good wheat beer, American wheat.
That is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, like
it's clean.
I like this one better than the Pearl Necklace, but again, that was a stout.
I am with you. I'm not really an oyster fan either, so I don't.
I am.
I love oysters.
I'll fuck up some oysters.
I'm not an oyster fan, but yeah. So this, again, clean. If you look it up, you can definitely see the artwork. Again, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like it looks. I'm trying to figure out if is that like a dog, catching a fish on
the
a
fisherman has the dog
on the line.
And he's going out there catching the fish with the dog.
Right.
Bait.
Yeah, I don't. Is the dog bait or like I don't even know because I feel like the dog is like fetching the fish.
Far side stuff
yeah,
right there.
but it looks like the hook is in the dog.
It is. And I don't. It's weird. It's weird.
It's good. It's just weird.
Yeah. No. It's. I mean,
It's
again,
like Far Side.
that's something you can talk about while you're drinking it. You know.
Yeah, it is kind of like a Far Side comic. Yeah. It's good. Chris, what do you think? Did you try it?
I like it.
Chris is here, guys. He's just being antisocial.
Oh, so where did we land? Where did we land on your radio story? It works.
It worked. It definitely. Yeah. I mean, you heard it. You got in the truck today, and it was actually on.
Look, I was just trying to provide our listeners with closure.
Yeah. So, like, Dooley and I were having a discussion. Like, he was like, "Who's the fucker that figured that out?"
Yeah. Oh well.
That's a good question. Like, that goes to, like, who's the first motherfucker who ate an oyster? Like, who opened that up and was like, you know what?
This not looking
This loogie looks delicious.
I think we talked about that. Like,
We have.
someone saw the fucking
like
otter.
saw like an otter bust
cracking the
one
shit
open
open.
and eating it, and like,
If they like it, fuck it.
didn't kill them.
It's not even the strangest thing I wonder about, you know.
It's good, but I'm gonna just kick this back and let it slide straight down my throat. That sounds fucked up.
Make sure you get some lemon juice and some fucking
So-
Tabasco.
Well, I doubt the first person who ate it figured that out quickly.
Yeah.
Alex and I had a conversation. I believe this was Thursday.
I don't know what the conversation is, and so I can't confirm yet.
Millennials might be getting a bad.
This was
rap.
Thursday.
Millennials might be getting a bad rap because we did a little thinking and did some like Googling about like the years of what is a millennial.
Because I'm a fucking millennial.
You are. And I'm pretty sure that we have narrowed it down that Gen Z is the fuck-ups. Yeah. It's not millennials.
Millennials are taking a bad rap for Gen Zs.
Yeah, because people just, like, anyone like, born after, like, what, 80? Like, you're like, they're all
I think it's like
millennials.
80.
Yeah, anyone between
1980 and 1995.
Yep.
So we're pretty much, like, grouping the Gen Z fuckers in with the millennials, and I think the Gen Zs are the ones that are fucking everything up.
Those are the ones with the participation trophies.
Yeah,
it's
they
not
they don't want to do any work.
What?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I think the years are good enough. We don't.
I mean,
beyond that, it's not really important.
Okay, so you're gonna say like people from '96 are now in the workforce.
Oh well, yes.
So those are the lazy fucks, like the newest group that's coming in.
The past, like, I'd say 5 or 6 years has been Gen Z, like the newer.
Yeah, the people,
younger
the ones that
workforce.
don't show up for work.
Yeah,
because like
Expect to get paid.
because
the ones that go down to the bar and drink while on shift.
Dooley, when were you born?
92.
Okay, so you're a millennial. Melissa used you as an example. She was like, Dooley works his ass off. Dooley shows up fucking work. He does, well, I mean, he's late most of the time, but he still comes in. You know, he likes that flexible work program, like flex scheduling, whatever. But the restaurant industry doesn't work that way, Dooley.
Come in a little bit late, I'll fucking stay late.
So she says, like, you know, you take like Dooley, Chase, like they work their ass off. They work and they've gotten what they've got from working. Nothing was really handed to them.
And they are the end of the millennials.
Right. And so then you get like the motherfuckers who you hire and then 3 days later they're going on vacation and then they come back for like 2 weeks and then they're going on vacation again with their family and like they're never like, oh, I can only work 2 days a week.
My favorite thing. My absolute favorite thing. Especially, this happens a lot, I think, with hostesses. They get real friendly or buddy-buddy, and they always want to take vacation together.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, I have 5 hostesses. 4 of them requested off for 5 days in a row. The answer's no.
2 of you can go.
Like, what made you think this was... Who's going to work? Did you guys have a plan for this? Like...
Oh, Sarah said that she would work open to close all 5 days. Sarah lied to you. Sarah's going to call out 3 of those days, and it's probably the last 3 because she's going to go to wherever you are.
I love that. It doesn't occur to any of them, you know, just like, hey, we're all going to take off. Like, we're all going to be gone for a week with our families. Like,
you should come with us. Well, let's just close the whole fucking restaurant for 5 days because
you want to go take selfies at the beach.
While we're on the topic of like millennials versus Gen Z, because here's another problem that I want to bring up, and it could be that millennials as parents may not be the best. You know, I want to be a parent, so I'm kind of talking shit about myself here, but this could be early millennials and or late Gen X, I believe, Gen Y. What are you?
X.
Gen X then. I don't think we have a Gen Y.
I think we do.
Well, whatever the fuck came before millennials. Let's find out. Yeah, no Gen Y. Oh.
Millennials.
Okay, so Gen Y is millennials. So you're a Gen X. Yeah. So I think late Gen X, early...
I got lucky because I was like in the last like 3 months of Gen X.
I want to get into parenting though. Like Gen
Not
X...
a millennial, don't care.
Gen X... Late Gen X and early millennial parenting, I don't think was really where it should have been, because I think part of the problem in our industry in particular is that these kids want to go on vacation, and it's the parents who are really pushing for it. Like, the parents are like, you need to go get a job, but then as soon as they get a job, they're like, you need to be home by 9. You need to, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're going on vacation, you're coming with us. Like, bitch, I got to go to work. Like, no, you're coming with us. So, I mean, what's the problem? Do you think that the Do you think that the kids are the problem, or do you think that it was the parents of the kids? I mean,
I think it's a lot with the parents, but I don't go on a lot of fucking vacations. Like,
you still have what, 5 weeks, and you've been taking one every fucking week. Like,
I take one fucking day a week because I have to. Like, and I gotta work on Sunday, bitch. That ain't cool.
Well, my other thing is like with like, you know, I think it is the parents because they don't want to treat their kids the way their parents treated them, type of thing. Spankings and all that type of shit like that. Me, I got my ass beat by grandparents and my parents. So,
taking turns teeing off on Dooley.
My parents are like completely...
I was damn it Dooley from the beginning, bro. Like,
my parents are like 70 years old, so I mean, like, I got like a different generation of parenting, I felt like. And I don't know if that was better or worse in the current time. I'd like to think it's better. I'm fucking awesome. But,
got a little egotistical there, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a narcissist.
Amazing.
I'm not a narcissist.
I'm going to look at myself. I'll work on myself.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like parents are a lot of the... I've literally been yelled at because I told someone they couldn't go on vacation. And it's like, first off, it's a request book. Second off, like, why did you... Like, and this, again, this was like, I think 3 weeks into the job.
I already bought tickets.
Like, three weeks into the job, their parents made them get.
Right.
So, like, you told them to get a job and then said, no, you can't go to work for 2 weeks because we're going to go on vacation. And I'm pretty sure they went to Europe. Like, you know what? Good for you, kid. But maybe don't fucking get a job.
Yeah.
And parents, maybe don't make them get a fucking job if you're going to tell them they can't go to work. Or, like, hey, go get a job at a restaurant after school. Cool, you're going to work till 10:30, 11. Be home by 9. Like, well, I love, my favorite thing is, like, I can work from 4 to 7. Get the fuck, what are you going to do?
Come to the hotel.
From 4 to 7? I mean, like, even a hostess might have to stay till 8:39. Get the fuck out of here. What are you going to do? Like, I love that. I can work from 11 to 2. Cool. What? You want to roll silverware? So I'm just going to tell my staff to stop rolling silverware, and for 3 hours every day, that's all you're going to do. You're going to come in and I'm just going to hand you bins of silverware. Go. But, like, what else could you fucking do?
And the shit better be done before you leave.
I just think, even as a server, you have to be there a little bit early to set up, and you don't know what time you're going to leave. Like, I can work from 11 to 2. Cool. Well, you have a 20 top that comes in at 1:30. Like, I hope you're fucking done in 30 minutes.
I still remember there's a dishwasher at the place that we all worked at. Young, I think he was senior or something like that. And he's a dishwasher, and he was like, oh, yeah, I need to leave by like 9 or 10 o'clock. Because I think he was 17 or some shit like that. And I was like...
That's different when there are laws.
Yeah, well, that's 11.
That's 11.
It's not 9.
Yeah.
It's 11.
Yeah, and then, as long as they're coming back from work, they're fine.
And then his mom came in and started bitching at the kitchen manager. And I was just sitting behind him like, you should probably fire this guy.
Yeah. First off, the kitchen manager screwed himself on that situation because I had to deal with that mom as well. She liked me, although it's basically just because I didn't screw up before I told her what the truth was.
Yeah.
I think Kurt had a good point. Too late on that one. I think he had a good point. He made enemies before the fight started. And I walked into the fight without any enemies and then probably made them during. But, I mean, I still won, so it's fine.
Yay, Alex.
Because I'm fucking awesome.
You're goddamn right.
Let's crack a beer. Mr. Awesome.
I was trying to pace us a little today.
Oh, well, now we're away from asshole Alex. Now we're awesome Alex now.
Just what?
I'm still an asshole. I didn't say I wasn't an asshole.
Awesome asshole Alex.
I'm awesome.
This is the AA meeting.
The Awesome Assholes Anonymous. Hosted by Alex. Are we just going to go with all the A's? Anybody here Alex Trebek died?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I go with what the fuck for 400, please?
Too soon.
I don't feel like that, man. I mean,
They already had.
it's 2020.
That's yours.
There's no such thing as too soon. Everything's fucked.
Yeah, the restaurant manager.
Chris, let me get your beer.
Well, shit, Sean Connery died last week, too.
I know.
I didn't hear about that
Sean
one.
Connery.
Yeah, Sean Connery passed away, dude, and then there was like the whole the movie The Rock versus like in James Bond.
Yeah.
And, like how they believe that Sean Connery was playing James Bond in The Rock, like because he got captured by the United States.
Interesting theory.
And he escaped
I mean, that
and
would make sense considering his role in that movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was an interesting read, and so you can like just Google like I think it was the James Bond Rock like paradox or something like that, and it literally like broke it down for you, and like the timeline fits. In like the theory, James Bond theory of Rock, that one.
The Rock is Sean Connery's real final 007 movie.
Makes sense.
I mean, if you read the whole thing, which we're not going to, Dooley. It's a long read. But when he passed away, like someone posted that in, actually it was a mutual acquaintance of ours, which we should probably get him on the podcast. I think that'd be fucking fun. I'll tell you about it later. But yeah, he posted it and like someone was like, I always wondered about that. I was like, I've never even fucking heard of this. And then so I read it and I was like, makes a lot of fucking sense.
Once you think about it, yeah. All right, so we have a beer.
How are you? Ooh, that's
A little bolder than our last one.
yeah. That one. That's
Oh shit! I got to write down shit.
no. Dennis, pass the paper.
He already did.
No, good.
He's on top of shit. I just wanted to drink. That's all.
The so I don't even know if I want to tell people about this, but so if you go to the Casual Pint, they have the we need to get rid of this shit shelf.
Yep.
And so
Well, you shouldn't. I mean, for the Casual Pint, yes, you should because we love the Casual Pint. But in our interest, you should just shut the fuck up.
So you go in there and like you can like basically like it's just randoms, and so like perusing like I did a Dooley like that looks pretty. Like
they're usually like what $1.50, $2.
Something like
this
that.
is like we need to get rid of this shit shelf like.
And like shit, man, you can get out of there with like a decent 6-pack for
$20.
He got out for $10.
$10.
$10?
And I'm sure one of those beers was like $9, like originally. But I don't know what they were. Brad over at the Casual Pint was like pulling them all out, and I was like trying not to pay attention. And there was one that he was talking about. He's like, "Damn!" He's like, "We were trying to get rid of this one." And I was like,
Short glasses.
"Yeah,
I know him.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
yeah." He used to work in the place where we all worked at.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was barback.
Oh, wait a second. I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a bar back.
Yeah.
Like he's quick.
Yeah.
Like witty, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think it's an ale, a red ale. I'm gonna go red ale. Probably like a 5.5, and the ABV is probably or IBU, sorry, 20, and then hold on. Let me sample one more time. One more again, please. I give it a 3.5, a solid 3.5.
Dooley.
I'm gonna go brown ale. 6.5%.
That's a good call.
And
A light ass brown.
50 IBU. I give it a 2.
What did you say? 6.5. That's not a terrible guess.
Not for a brown, but that's a light ass brown. What you got?
Harvest Ale.
Maybe it's a light brown ale, sir.
Harvest Ale. 5.8. 25. And then I'll give that a 3.5.
Okay, my argument with you.
Look, you find a fucking blonde brown ale, and I will be surprised.
My argument with Dennis is
I
got this on the clearance shelf, and you think they've already put Harvest on clearance?
Well, last time we were in there, she was talking about how they're putting more pumpkin stuff on there just to get rid of it on the draft. So
that was draft. But I'm going
package.
I'm going lager 5.3, 18,
pint,
and I'm going to give it a 4.
The Casual Pint does have a great package to go selection.
Yes, it do.
Wow. All right. So I don't even know what this was. All I can tell you is that I picked up the bottle, and the quote on the back is, "There is sauerkraut in my lederhosen. I repeat, there is sauerkraut in my lederhosen."
9.
That's literally the entire quote. It's 5.6%. Jason's getting a point on this one, coming in at 5.5. That's closest without going over. That is a good one, sir. And this is Dogtoberfest Marzen. So,
nobody.
Yeah, Dennis, you came close on that one, but not close enough, sir. IBU's coming in at 30. You know?
Is that a Dooley point?
No, I think...
Is that a 5 or a 3?
It's a... Well, first off, Dennis came close here on 2.
Over there shooting machine guns.
Yep. Dennis kind of came close here on 2. I don't know. See, I feel like Dennis is going to get half a point on this one because he came close on 2. He came in at 25 on the IBUs. It's coming in at 30. So he's pretty close on that one without going over. And then he did get the Harvest. You know, it's a Mars and a Dogtoberfest. So I think I'm going to give him half a point here. So
you're the commissioner.
Dennis is on the board. Well, I'm just explaining my reasoning. Dennis is on the board with half a point. Jason, you got a whole one. Dooley, you and I are...
So...
Zilch.
Yeah.
Back-to-back flying dogs. I mean, one that we knew about, and then you pulled another one.
Yep.
Is there any more of that left?
Yeah.
Because that was really good.
Car.
What?
Dennis would like a re-up.
Oh. You can just take that on over there.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. All right. So, wasn't there another topic that we had discussed Thursday night that we were going to bring up?
Probably.
Did you put it in your little notes? Because I don't know if I did. Now I'm going to check.
In your notes or my notes? Man, the millennial bad rap thing. I think that's real.
Oh no, definitely. We always get bad raps. It's not our fault. I don't know what to say.
Oh, the first time you ever drank / hangover stories.
I don't remember bringing that up, but this sounds great. The first time you ever drank, I don't feel like that's...
The first time you ever got intoxicated.
See, again, I don't feel like that's necessarily a great... I've got great hangover stories. I've got great fucked up stories, but I don't think the first time I ever drank is one of them. I don't think it's near one of them.
Let's start with Dooley.
Okay.
It's always a good place to start.
So I was in high school.
You know, you didn't have to specify time frame. You could have just gone with this one time. Team Fat Kid does not support, condone, or
endorse.
Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. Endorse underage drinking.
So I got into my parents' liquor, and I decided to make a screwdriver, which I didn't know what the fucking screwdriver was. But
did you put a screwdriver in it?
No, I'm not.
Did you stir it with?
Did you just fucking like suicide it?
It was.
You made a screwdriver.
This much vodka.
No one can see that.
Well, I don't know the fucking measurement.
You know what? I just want to see what he comes up with next time.
And like that much orange juice.
So you did know what a screwdriver was, because you just said you didn't know what a screwdriver was.
I didn't know what the name
was. Was it a flathead or a Phillips? Sorry, millennials call them cross tips, which is wrong.
Who the fuck calls it a cross tip?
Well,
not millennials.
Do you want to have a Harvey Wallbanger? You can just float the fucking Galliano on top.
Or just stir it with a screwdriver. Duh.
So you got into your parents' liquor cabinet. You made a screwdriver that was apparently way too much for you at the time.
Yeah, so it was like, I'm going to say, in Dooley's finger measurements.
4 ounces of vodka?
4 ounces of... 1 shot of vodka.
1 shot of vodka!
So it was like 4 ounces to 1 ounce OJ. Got it.
And I think I had 3 of those.
So yeah, how old were you? Well, no. What'd you weigh? That's a better question. How much did you weigh at the time?
Was that back when you were skinny?
200? Was he ever? It's 200, dude.
Like
I don't
18,
know.
19?
Dooley's got really big bones.
Bones don't jiggle.
Who are you talking about?
You don't know that.
Hey, I used to be
Have you ever seen a skeleton with big bones?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually like a whale or dinosaur.
So at 200 pounds, you had 4?
Mm-hmm.
So 16 ounces of vodka.
Pretty much.
2 shots of vodka.
So you drank a pint glass of vodka.
Okay, maybe 4 ounces is a little exaggerating, but
Well, I mean, judging by like your
I don't.
fingers.
That somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't
good
fucking know.
job.
I mean, it was only fucking 10 years ago.
No, I can see this.
How much does 2 ounces of
I
yeast
can,
weigh?
look,
Oh, fuck.
All right, one second.
I can see now. The fucking question to your answer should have been 2 weight ounces or 2 volume ounces, because technically 2 ounces of yeast weighs 2 ounces if you're doing that by ounce weight. Anyway,
The hangover next day was not great, by the way.
oh, I bet.
It was a Saturday.
Well, that makes sense.
You were in school, so I doubt you were getting fucked up on Monday.
During the time frame. Well, you don't know.
You never know him.
Look, it's
I think mine was a Thursday. Because I definitely did not go to school on Friday.
you're talking
it
about the
fuck
first.
it, I'm
Are
going
you guys
surfing.
really remembering the first time you ever got hammered? Because it was a long time ago.
I definitely remember because the shit that I went through was terrible. Sorry, Mom.
I feel like this is horrible to say, but I feel like I drank a lot as a teenager. So like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean a lot. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I had easy access to alcohol. Again, Team Packet does not support, condone, or endorse underage drinking.
I feel like we just need to have that recorded. So, like, Team
Nah,
Packet
that's
does
a
not
doable thing.
Team Packet does not condone, endorse, or
Or support underage drinking.
anything. Like, just
Hey, Dooley.
anything we say, we do not.
What's up?
We do not support that. Like, except for smoked meats.
Smoked meat.
We support smoked meats. Yes.
Don't think you'll
I
let
think
smoke.
let's go, Dennis.
Then well, that's good because again, I
You okay? You don't remember? It's fine.
Well,
that's a good. So you did it right.
well,
You don't remember.
I remember plenty of. There's
Do
nothing.
you remember the first time you got drunk? No.
I feel
Perfect.
Like, I feel like
It was
I
a
feel like my
weekend.
horror stories with drinking just didn't start till I got into my 20s, which is ironic. Like I'd been drinking for years.
Yeah. All right, Dennis.
So 70 years ago.
These fucking
It was during the Great Depression.
That they didn't give you a lot for a nickel. No, actually, no. I do remember that. It was junior year in high school.
4 scores and 7 years ago.
Again, Team Packet does not.
Yeah,
condone
yeah. My father, my stepmother had gone to Michigan and everything for a medical conference because my stepmother was a doctor, and I was like, hey, I got the house to myself and everything, so why don't I invite some friends over? And next thing you know, we went through every bottle that was in the liquor cabinet and all the beer that was in the fridge.
The old
And-
teenager razzle dazzle.
Oh yeah, that I remember because
How did you explain that one?
Someone robbed the house and only took the liquor and booze.
oh no,
Those bastards.
I know. I owned up to it after about 4 or 5 days after I got back, and when everybody finally went to go make him a drink, and he's like, where's all my liquor?
Where's my scotch?
Yeah. So we had a party last night, but yeah, that was an interesting 2 to 3 days.
Bring out the whip, boy, because I'm going to whoop your ass.
I mean, I actually
It makes it
like,
fun when you got to pull in a hot tub.
The house party scenario is like that happened to me. My parents went out of town, and that sounded crispy.
It was very crispy.
Yeah, you were so
No,
not even
no,
close
no.
to the microphone. Like that. That's a fresh one. Like the house party thing. My sister came home in the middle of it. I had my best friend at the time growing up. His name also was Chris. I was like, yo, my parents are going to town. He's like, oh yeah. I was like, you should come over, dude. We'll hang out. And he was like, yeah. So he told like the entire fucking school.
Some Project X shit.
Oh yeah, dude. Like there was like, I mean, there were people in my house that were like 30.
Put ad out on Craigslist, like call the radio station.
The best part about high school chicks,
they stay the same
I
age.
get older, they stay the same age.
Good job, guys. Yeah, my sister came home in the middle of that shit, and I think at the time she was 21. Then like, what in the fuck? Like she, like, cleared my house out. Yeah, like, dude, like, she walks in the living room and there's, like, literally, like, a beer pyramid that I've been stacking.
All I want to know is when she cleared the house out, was there still booze left?
Oh, yeah, dude.
See,
we didn't touch my parents' shit.
That's, like, the best thing
I'm
about...
a professional.
That's the best thing about ending a party. You just run inside and yell, cops. You got liquor for days.
Yeah,
I had that shit under my bed for a while.
Like, and where we lived at the time was like out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like the property we lived on was like the size of my neighborhood with one house. So I mean, we were cop free, but not sister free. She was not supposed to come home that night.
Busted.
But she was super fucking cool and helped me, like, you know, cut the burn spots out of the carpet and shit.
Cut the burn spot. What happened? I tripped with scissors. Multiple times.
We had like razor blades and like, you're just
like
cutting the
trimming,
like trimming the carpet.
Yeah.
It definitely got way out of hand. Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Dick. That was not the first time. That was that time. Yeah.
See, I remember the first time I blacked out.
How? You blacked out.
Well, okay. I don't remember the entire
You
night.
remember ramping up to the blackout.
I remember bits and pieces of the night, but the first time that I blacked out for portions of the night, I was at a college party. I had brought a...
The best part about college girls is I stay the same age. They just keep getting older.
I had brought like a fifth of Grey Goose and a handle of Captain.
And some all turkey.
I brought a bottle of champagne and some OJ and Red Bull. So I drank Master Blasters, which is champagne, Red Bull, OJ, and vodka. I drank Master Blasters.
Sounds like a blackout.
Until the fucking bottle was gone. And then I started on the Captain. Needless to say, a little bit into the Captain, I don't remember much else that happened. I do remember that cops got called to the house. And they asked everyone to come outside. And even though I was fucked up, I did not bring a drink with me.
Outside?
Yes. Although one of the other girls did. Now, I will say, this is probably...
like an open container situation?
Yes. Like, it's in a cup. But I will say that this is like campus police. So they literally just looked at her and said, stop. Because she was like about to step off the stoop. Like, she's already out of the house, but she's still like on the porch. And they were like, stop. He was like, is that an alcoholic beverage? And she kind of looked down and looked at him, and he was like, just put it inside the door. Like,
well, at least they were cool.
And they rounded us all up outside, and they were like, all right, look, we got to complain about the noise. You know, we can tell there's way too many people here. You guys need to clear this out a little bit, you know, in 15 or 20 minutes.
Thin it out.
And so basically they probably drove 2 blocks and just sat and waited for people to leave. But...
And then DUI started happening.
You
guys need to leave.
I was not one of the people to leave.
We'll be down the street.
I was there until like 4 a.m. I've
been there.
It's the only time in my life I've ever completely given up my keys. Like I will keep my keys but not drive. I gave my keys up. And the problem with that is I got driven home by some... I argued the whole way to my house that it wasn't their car because they had a cowboy hat hanging in the window, and apparently that just meant it wasn't their fucking car. So it wasn't their car. They dropped me off at the house without my keys.
Oh.
So I had to get them to come back. By the time they had come back, I had fallen asleep in my yard. And this was not...
Definitely fallen asleep in somebody else's yard.
This was not a good part of town, let me tell you. This was a little sketch. So
in your neighborhood was a little sketch?
In my neighborhood at the time, I was not living in a great place, and it was a duplex. I fell asleep
you're out
in
of
front
your
of the
parents'
duplex.
house.
Oh yes, this is again.
I was like, I just don't see your parents living in a shady fucking
No,
neighborhood.
this was at a duplex, and again, it wasn't like horrible, but again, you know, had I had money on me, I probably would have woken up and not had it anymore. But
your keys or your car.
So yeah, long story short, they came back, they got me in the house, and all I remember is waking up the next morning, and I had like you know the gumballs that come out of trees, like the little spiky seeds. Yep. I had like 30 of them in my hair. You guys have the long hair. So I fell asleep in the I fell asleep in the grass out front.
Curve back thing you got going on right now.
It's working for me right now. I don't know. But I fell asleep in the front yard apparently while they came to get me the keys. And then they did tell me that like once they got there, I was like alert up. Like I'm the one that opened the door. It was like, "Oh, I'm good from here, guys. Like I got my keys. Thanks. Bye." Like,
appreciate it.
I just
close the door and just fall forward.
I'm in the house. Fuck it. But yeah, that was a good one.
I can just see them like staring at you. You
I
have
shit
all
my
those little
pants,
balls in your hair. They're like,
but I changed my shit.
Are you sure you're good? You got
Dude, I don't remember them coming back. I remember calling them and being like, "You have my fucking keys."
I just see Alex like man bunning it up, but not on purpose. It's just like all the fucking spiky gumballs, like just holding his shit up.
I'm
together.
making a hair fashion statement.
I woke up on my futon, which was on the floor, and it was just kind of like
it wasn't on the ceiling.
No, well, it's not like the futon couch shit. Like I kept my futon on the floor. I liked it on the floor. It was a very thick futon. Like, I liked it. Yeah, it was a very thick futon mattress. I just kept it on the floor. But yeah, I definitely woke up and it was just kind of like you feel something like on your head.
On the wall.
And you're like, "Is that my pillow?" And I like reached back and I was just like, I don't know. It felt like there was a fucking armadillo on my head or something. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Porcupine, sir.
You know,
Armadillos aren't spiky.
Whatever, dude. It felt fucking weird. It was scaly and shit. I don't know. They weren't spiky anymore. I slept on them all night. They were like embedded in there. Like I just.
Ow.
Right.
Oh, dude, that's
talk about a pounding headache.
Ironically enough, I didn't have a headache, but the shower took a little while. They were stuck in my hair. They were in there. It's not comfortable, and I was not cutting them out.
Oh.
I liked my hair.
Yeah, you did.
But after sleeping on them for like 8 hours, nope, they weren't coming out easy.
Remember that one time we had 1,000 followers and we shaved Alex's head?
No, we had 700. We got over 1,000 in like fucking 3 days.
Good times.
Good times. Never
the butcher still got his beard.
I know.
So does Dooley.
I know. People let us down.
How many likes does that take?
I think it was 5 and 10, but
yeah, 5,000 for Dooley and 10,000 for 5,000 for Dennis.
Yeah,
10,000 for Dooley, but Dooley keeps his trimmed now. It's not unmanageable anymore. I bet you we can get some gumball stuck in Dennis's beard though.
Oh yeah.
That's where he finds like candy corn. Also gets a bad rep.
Fuck that. I hate candy corn.
Hey,
I hate
it's better than circus peanuts.
True that. And those circus peanuts keep going around every year with no fucking repercussions.
Them and black licorice.
So hey,
black licorice is garbage.
We'll bring this topic up because I think it's hilarious. For Halloween, everyone was like, watch out for edibles in your kids' candy.
You ain't giving away that shit. That shit's expensive as fuck.
Who the fuck is giving away edibles?
No,
like,
free.
Nobody's fucking giving away edibles. Like, I don't understand that.
All I got left is Percocets. Give these to your mom.
Here's a little fucking bottle of champagne too.
Yeah.
And I'm just really curious, like, if it was like a wrapped lollipop and it didn't have like a marijuana leaf on it, how the fuck are you gonna figure it out anyway? Are you just gonna go through and like lick all your kids' candy and be like, "Oh, this tastes like weed. Mommy's taking this
lick
one."
it, and then I gotta wait 30 minutes.
That's for me.
Right?
That's for
Nothing
me.
happened. Lick it again. Nothing happened. Lick it again. I don't remember last night.
End up on the roof of your house.
Like,
how the fuck did I get here?
Mommy's gonna take this lollipop and go take a bath. Turn on the TV and don't die.
Start listening to Fleetwood Mac and shit.
It's funny as shit because like that's like the perfect
Fleetwood Mac.
Mac.
Yes.
Mom, what are you doing there? Enjoying my time.
Go to bed. Like
It's 7 p.m. Go to bed.
the fucking lights are on. Go to bed.
All right, beer.
Beer.
Shit, we were doing something.
Hello, how are you?
This is red.
Yeah. Ooh, fruity.
Yeah.
It's a sour. Maybe. I'm gonna stick with my gut though. It's a sour.
Kind of tastes like fucking champagne.
It's a sour, and it's a 6.2 ABV. The IBUs are. Damn, dude, I get confused on this shit with the sours. I feel like they're low though. I'm gonna ride that 20 train. And I don't know. It's not terrible. It's not, huh? Boone's Farm.
Yeah, that's what it needs to be.
Speaking of drinking underage, Boone's Farm.
Can you name a flavor?
Red.
Yeah. There you go.
Let me get that pink one.
No one knows what the flavor. It's like blue raspberry. No one actually knows what flavors are.
I was
It's
raised on a
just let me
farm.
get the color.
Jason, it's just like coolant. Is it the blueberry one or is it the strawberry?
Me Gatorade.
All the different colors of that shit. Like,
Team Fat Kid does not support, condone, or endorse drinking antifreeze or coolant. I just want to throw that fucking out there real quick.
Is it the German one? Is it the Asian one? Is it the one that looks green that glows in the dark?
That one tastes like sugar.
That tastes like Mountain Dew.
Oh wait, are you waiting on me?
Yeah.
Well, you can go. I haven't rated it yet.
He asked you a question. I was waiting for you to answer the question.
What?
I don't remember what it was. We started joking you. I just got distracted by that.
Well, he said he was raised on a farm.
That was me.
That was Dennis.
Oh.
I was raised on a farm. Boone's Farm.
Bartles and James, bitch. That fuzzy neighbor. I don't give a fuck
Hey.
what anybody says. That shit's delicious.
I just need a rating from you, sir.
I'm sorry. I'll give it. I'm gonna 3.5. It's delicious. I don't know if I could do a whole one.
Goes.
That's what she said.
Well, that's a good name.
Just the tip.
I'm gonna
He's
go
probably right. You know.
6%. 5 IBU. Give it a 3.
Damn, I don't want to change my guess.
Dennis.
Blackberry cider.
Ooh. Nope.
5%. 25. And I'll give that a 4.
I agree with him on the cider. I'm not going to label it. I'm just going to go cider. I went 5.4%. I'm going 0 IBUs on the cider, and I gave it a 4.
0 IBUs on a cider is probably good. Damn, I feel like I left a lot on the table here. Shouldn't have gone first.
This is Charm City Meadworks Elderberry. So this is actually a mead. Technically, I don't know if that's considered a beer. It is 6.9%.
Damn.
And I do not have an IBU. I don't even know if they have IBU. I'm just going to read this. Elderberry. With each can of Charm City mead, we toast to bees and their honey. We toast to ancient traditions for their influence. We toast to our home, Baltimore, and we toast to you. May the nectar of the gods be your nectar of choice.
That's delicious, though.
It is good.
NA.
Yeah, all right. So I'm not going to count that though because none of us got anywhere really close to the mead.
No. I mean, what is close to mead?
Mead.
This is basically it. It's like,
I mean, like I feel like mead and sake are in their own category.
sake's wine.
Okay,
I thought
but-
sake was liquor.
No, it's rice wine.
Yeah, it's rice wine.
Oh.
But again,
You said sake. I said bomb.
sake, bomb, sake, bomb, sake, bomb. Oh, it's been a long time.
Did y'all know?
Damn,
that,
now I'm gonna look for sushi, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I know,
Do that
right?
shit. Like,
did y'all know the?
So that's cool. We know where to get a bag of sushi rice that doesn't weigh 40 pounds.
yeah.
The singer of Tool owns a winery, and he makes mead, cider, and.
Is it called Tool Delicious?
No, it's
Come on, man.
Oh, I really like that. Dooley, I really hate to say it. No one cares what this company is called.
I kind of do.
Maynard? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's Caduceus? Caduceus Cellars.
Oh.
I was way better on board with Tool Delicious.
That's Tool Delicious.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, he's proud of it.
I'll say.
I just want to know: can we find a list of like superstars and like anyone who has
superstar liquor.
Well, yeah, just anyone who has made a film or put on an album that doesn't have a liquor or a beer.
Oh,
Or
I
a
was
wine.
more interested into.
Well, see, I feel like fucking all of them have them.
But yeah, The Rock has tequila.
Aviation Gin by
Does he serve it on the rocks?
Ryan Reynolds.
You know,
See,
I
The
mean,
Rock
like,
should have a scotch.
to serve on the rocks.
Yeah.
Well, no. Ron White should have a scotch, but he has a fucking tequila for some reason.
Yeah, that
Which is funny because he drinks nothing but fucking Johnny Walker Blue on the
That makes
stage,
no sense.
Is it blue?
Yeah,
is that confirmed?
He doesn't put. That's why he doesn't put the label out there and everything because they don't pay him.
Number
Well,
one.
they don't pay him.
Yeah.
Juan?
Number one.
Number one.
He wouldn't make a
He
joke
wants
like that.
Juan. He wants Juan.
Okay, but this is not what we were asking you
No.
at all. Good job.
Aviation.
Well, look up the
Ryan Reynolds.
top 10 superstar or famous person's liquors. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we know the P. Dids has Ciroc.
Ciroc, and then you got Ryan Reynolds has Aviation,
Mm-hmm.
and then you've got Kid Rock's got
Bourbon.
Bourbon, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, even Slipknot has a fucking whiskey.
Yeah, well, that was
which-
nasty ass. It was nasty as fuck.
That one burns. So what's Cabo Wabo is Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
Or what do you got there?
Casamigos by George Clooney.
has a tequila. That makes sense.
Proper,
Obviously,
yeah.
fucking.
Oh, I forgot about Connor and his
yeah.
proper 12. That's good though,
Yeah.
That is
and it's affordable. That's
It's affordable. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Jay-Z's cognac.
Of course, he would have cognac.
What's that one?
Prospero tequila.
See, and the thing about okay, so the average price is $35 for that. Okay, that's fine, but you can't find it.
Matthew McConaughey's got Wild Branch. Okay.
Wild turkey, huh?
Get the fuck out of here.
Michael Jordan, Genie Bus.
I forgot about your affinity with not affinity. That's the wrong word.
Crystal Head.
Lack of affinity.
Yeah.
Really? That's Dan Aykroyd that does that?
Huh?
Interesting.
I really do like that.
Oh, look.
I like the
Look what's next.
packaging.
Yeah.
Look what's next.
Oh.
His door. Oh, shit.
Bob Dylan.
Yep.
Obviously, Ciroc is Diddy.
Yep. Then
So,
Aviation, Ryan
here's-
Reynolds.
number one.
Okay. Now, are they? Huh?
I said then.
Are they repping the brand? Did they have anything to do with making or you know what I mean? Like, is it all publicity? Like, is there?
Like Ryan
Do they
Reynolds.
have anything to do? Like, and I can't believe Cabo Wabo wasn't up here because
Yeah.
I mean, Sammy Hagar, I think, kind of fucking
Well,
spearheaded this whole
This
thing.
one was the ones that are like taste tested and everything. And this is the top 10.
Cabo Wabo isn't on this fucking list.
Yeah,
It's like,
Cabo Wabo Blue's the best.
yeah, and it's like, but again, is it that? So that okay, that one, the founder is Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
Okay, so over there, all the way to the right, Dooley.
Where?
All the way to the right.
Yeah.
See, that makes sense to me. Okay, so like he founded the company. All right, like now, do the Skull one, the Skull Vodka. Like is that like the?
By the way, I want to clarify. This is not Skull vodka. This is Crystal Head vodka
sorry.
a Skull container.
Thank you.
I feel like that needed clarification since there is an actual Skull vodka.
So there's two that come in a skull.
No,
Skull.
just clarifying.
It's called like SKOL.
H-L? O-L?
Yeah, something like
SKOL.
Whatever. Either way, I'm just clarifying that this is Crystal Head vodka that comes in a skull container.
It's good vodka though.
I've never had it. I really just want I should buy one just because I want to put my scotch in there because that seems way cooler. But they make decanters.
I decorated one for somebody. I was making lamp lights, and they brought me that bottle and asked me to make one out of it. And it was pretty fucking dope.
Did you do it with black lights?
Probably.
Like, I guess you would have to get the LED strips. So you got the remote.
I mean, yeah, it's easy enough. Anyway.
Yeah, back to I just want to know who the founder is, Dooley.
Well, I'm trying to think.
It was way easier last time when you just went on the Google search and was on the fucking right side of the page.
Dan Aykroyd.
Is it?
They designed it.
We're getting nowhere. All right, so again, let's go with the Diddy and Ciroc. Do you think he had anything to do with that, or Ciroc just hey, we'll give you a bunch of free vodka?
All right, with Ciroc in particular, and I think Ciroc's a tough one because I feel like at least they did something different.
And the average price of Ciroc is not $32. That's the little bottle.
They made vodka out of grapes. At least they did something different.
Is it made out of grapes?
Yeah.
It's the whole
Grape spirit.
Oh, I had
whole
no
thing.
fucking. I've never drank it.
So at least like Ciroc did something different. I'll give him credit on that. Like I feel like a lot of like the aviation gin in particular. I'm sorry, I fucking love his characters and shit, but I really just think he found a distillery and was like, hey, I'm gonna pay you to make this, and we're gonna fucking throw my name on it.
He bought a major stock in the company, so.
Oh, even okay. But again, like I don't think any of these massive stars are coming up with their own shit. I think it's like, hey, we're going to start a company with my face.
Well, if you go back down to we know Matthew McConaughey does not own Wild Turkey.
No, definitely not.
He is served as the creative director.
Okay, so he has a job.
I've seen a couple of commercials.
Yeah.
Enough of that. I usually see that for the fucking Cadillac.
It's not even Cadillac. Lincoln.
Lincoln, yeah.
I know he doesn't own Lincoln. I mean, I might be wrong now. I don't know. I don't follow
Again, though, like, all right, so here's the question. Like, with aviation gin in particular, though, that's his company, right?
No, he owns a stock in it.
Yeah, major stake.
Major stake.
All right.
So he bought in. And then they used his face to sell the product.
Who did they do the joke with? It was him and the guy that plays Logan.
Are you talking about fucking
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, didn't they do a huge like joke on that where like he was supposed to make him like a drink or something?
Yeah.
I think so.
It was a commercial a while back.
I mean, he's been pushing the Deadpool Wolverine fucking shit for
ever since X-Men Origins.
We don't need to talk
Wolverine.
about that.
Yeah.
That was a shitty fucking
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Yeah, it was.
But like Ryan Reynolds trying to get Hugh Jackman to do a fucking movie, everyone that would make billions. Like motherfuckers would go watch that,
or like at least, Deadpool versus,
or like whatever he was trying to fucking do with it. It was like a Deadpool fucking Wolverine fucking movie. Like because like all the shit he was putting out there, like with like Deadpool at the fucking phone booth and shit, calling him that shit was funny. Like.
I like the commercial where he tries to change into a super suit. It's like Spider-Man's dad dead in the alley.
He's got his butt cheeks on the fucking glass.
That was a pretty good one. Oh man, definitely.
I'm pretty sure there was a Hugh Jackman dig in there. Like he was trying. There was something about Wolverine in there.
Well, that was a Spider-Man dig on that one because it was like Peter Parker's dad that supposedly died in the alley. Yeah.
Oh,
well. Oh, is this the? I like how you found the commercial that no one's going to be able to hear.
Yeah, good job, Dooley.
Yeah.
Still, either way.
All right. So, I'm going to throw this out there. Salsa-Rita is better than Moe's and Chipotle. Fight me.
Who?
Salsa-Rita, dude. Like, it is.
I've never had it. No, I'll agree with you anyways.
Chipotle is terrible.
Yeah.
Can I get extra chicken? Here's your 2 pieces.
But
this only came up because I was watching
now.
this. I think Dooley. I think you showed me the video of the dude making the burrito.
Yeah, they made a fucking burrito with everything in it, basically, in like fucking 29 seconds.
But Chipotle mixes all their shit together, right? Like on the burrito shell. Isn't that Chipotle or is that Moe's?
I think it's Moe's.
They mix everything in and then they wrap it.
Yeah.
And again, no one wraps a burrito right. Like, and that is annoying as shit. Like, my burrito shouldn't be a football.
Quesarito. I like quesaritos.
At least they roll it the right way, right?
Yeah. Like, all right, so
you don't get a layer of sour cream, a layer of beans, a layer of rice.
There used to be one in Chesapeake, and me and the producer used to go there because it's more on the line of like Subway in a sense.
Yeah.
Like you basically like, I want a burrito, I want a taco, whatever, and then they're like, all right, what meat? And then you just go down the line and start like, I want that, I want that, I want that, and when, like,
that's my favorite kind of way.
Yeah, and they didn't charge you extra for guac. Like, again, I'm not a huge fan of guacamole, but
it was just an option, not you have to pay 75 cents more for it.
But like they had a full bar in that bitch.
Jalapeno ranch.
Well, you got my vote.
Yeah, they had a full bar with taps, and like you could sit at the bar, and like they would give you like, so you didn't have to get up and go do the Subway thing. Like they would just give you like almost like sushi sheet.
Yeah,
and like you just wrote your name on it, and then checked off what the hell you wanted, and then you give it to the bartender, and then they brought it over to the people, and they made it, and they brought it back to you. Like and they had a huge tequila selection. Like, so we would just sit at the bar and drink some beers, like you know. And of course, like I don't know what it is about going to like a Mexican establishment, even though we know most of them are owned by America white people. But when you go there, it's like they have Miller Lite. I want a Miller Lite, but I feel like I have to get like Modelo
or
Tecate, Dos Equis.
I hate, but at the same time, because when you go, it's like you get like for me, I always get a Dos Equis, the amber and everything. On draft, the big boy that's 25 ounces is $5
Yeah, dude,
like, you can't beat that deal.
The best part about that whole thing is like, all right, it's a frosted mug, and it's like fucking 2 feet tall.
Yeah,
but the handle is normal size.
Yeah,
like the handle doesn't go to the bottom of the glass. It's just like shit, like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
What? We're gonna
go ahead.
We gonna go commercial.
Oh God.
This podcast is brought to you in affiliation with Stitcher Podcast Radio. Head on over to Stitcher.com/premium and sign up today for only $4.99 a month. Use promo code TeamFatKid for get 1 month absolutely free. Stream and download all your favorite podcasts, such as this one, Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, My Favorite Murder, Wolverine, The Lost Trail, Alex's Favorite, Bitch Sesh. You get the Fantasy Footballers, Science Rules with Bill Nye, and many, many more. We're talking 21,000 premium hours of podcasting. That is 2.4 years. You get all the bonus episodes, you get the ad-free shows, you get Dooley's favorite 300-plus comedy albums. You can check out all the new releases before they come out. And just remember, all you have to do is head on over to Stitcher.com/premium, sign up, and use the promo code TeamFatKid. Test it out for a month, absolutely free on us. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, did you take it in the face?
Dude, no, I did not take it.
It looked like you took it in the face.
I duck and dodge. Not like you. I like it when you open it up in your lap and it still hits you in the face.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Oh my good lord.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Wow.
You gonna go to Maryland?
Hey man, if you're ever in Maryland, swing by Salsaritas, 906 Costly Way.
That's just not a good name. I feel like for a restaurant, that's not where you want to be.
It's Coastly Way, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like 906 Costly Way? Like, where are we going? Not there.
Thank you, public school system. All right, so this beer. Also, Salsarita, not a sponsor?
What?
I mean, especially since they're like, how many miles away do they?
127.
Yeah.
0.1.
If anyone's interested in being a sponsor, by all means, you can send us an email at www.teamfatkid. Wait, an email. teamfatkid@teamfatkidnation.com. That one.
Okay. This one smells familiar.
Smells
minty.
Harvesty.
No, I'm kind of on the minty.
Ooh, yeah, definitely.
It's like almost like a fucking tea.
Oh, nope.
Oh, heck.
Nope. Nope.
You alright, Dooley?
Oh, goodness. All right. Whoa. That's like...
Nope.
It's like drinking OJ after you brush your teeth.
That's a really good description of that.
Oh.
I'm sorry for whoever made this beer.
This is like a Jaeger Rumpel beer.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. It's a Jaeger Rumpel beer. That's what I'm fucking calling it. I'm not calling
Chris
it.
was like, during the commercial break, Chris was like, this is really interesting.
That's not what he said.
No.
It was definitely not that encouraging. He warned us what we were getting into.
Man.
That's like unsettling on the stomach, dude. That is not
like
good.
I was about to take another sip and I was like, nope.
That's a fucking one all the way.
Excuse me. God.
I don't even know. I'm gonna go
I
with
apologize.
I fucking farmhouse ale. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know, man. I got nothing. That's just bad.
I was picking herbs and I was like, you know what? This is gonna be a delicious beer.
I'm gonna call that a fucking 5.8. I'm gonna give that a 30 IBU, and that's a 1. That's a 1. That's a 1.
All right, Dooley, you're up. I'm going back in.
You're a brave man.
I'm going back in, but
I already finished it
first.
You finished it?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because you never leave a beer undrinking.
Oh, bullshit. I pour them in your cups all the time.
Dooley finishes beers before we even get to the first question.
True.
Oh my god. Sounds like
All right, I'm just gonna say a cider, just because
no.
I mean, you know what? Sounds like a plan, Dooley. Don't let him fuck with you. It could be a mint cider. You're on it. Yeah. Go for it.
Oh, God.
I love everybody's reaction.
Let me get the York Peppermint Patty cider.
I'm just...
No, that actually sounds good. That should be a stout, though.
That would be
5%.
Yeah.
5 heard.
It's 10 IBU.
10.
0.5.
0.5.
Actually, 0. Fuck it.
0.
We said, did we say we can give it a 0?
At this point, sure.
I'm 0.5.
0.5?
I'm going to say 6%. And the IBUs are going to be non-existent. NA. Do we get a point for NA if it's NA?
0.
Okay. And the style?
Good fucking luck.
Yeah, Dennis, you go ahead. I'm fucked over here. I don't even know.
The sad part is it tastes kind of familiar.
Like you brush your teeth and drink orange juice.
No, oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm thinking?
Oh my god.
The is it the blue fucking can and everything? That was it.
That was Charm City, and that was
No,
was delicious.
No, not that one.
How
No,
dare
we've
you
had it before. It was the Ink Heart or whatever it was.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what
Yeah.
it was, but yes.
I think that's
I
what I'm
wish
thinking
we
this
could go
is.
back and find our ratings on that shit. And
Anyway.
see if they changed any.
What you got? Because I mean, we gotta go somewhere here.
Oh, fucking mint cider.
Mint cider.
Oh, fucking 5.5. 0 IBUs, and I'll give that a fucking... I'll be nice. I'll give it a 0.5.
All right, Jason. I just need a style from you, sir.
I'm just gonna throw a goes out there.
Goes, heard. This
That's
one...
an insulted goes.
That's this is a stumper for sure. I don't...
The one I thought was.
Oh shit! That's the wormhole. Okay, so this is the one like that. They,
No, I mean, this honestly...
Brad was like, we've been trying to get rid of this shit.
So this is by... I'm sorry.
I know, it's
I'm
terrible.
Sorry. D9 Brewing, not your best. So again, this is D9 Brewing Company. This is Defying Gravity Wormhole. And it is a sour ale brewed with coffee, lime, and spearmint. And I gotta say, now that you name them, they come through pretty clear. I was thinking cilantro for the lime, but the mint definitely came in. And I'm sorry, I'm not a fan. Like,
so it's brushing your teeth and then drinking coffee.
It's drinking fucking
even
Mexican
that.
coffee. I don't like. I don't even. I'm not a fan.
Finishing that.
Not a fan. I can't get down with that. Just not a fan.
No.
I am really
this
not.
say Hakuna Matata?
I'm really not picking up the coffee on that. That is.
I'll just go to fucking...
Well, I will say, if anyone wants to know some interesting shit that Dooley probably just found, did anyone check out that ABV?
14%?
Wow.
So yeah, no one even guessed half of the ABV on this.
Dude, could you imagine drinking?
They're saying
a whole
42 IBU.
I think we're gonna call the game here.
Oh, it's 2.6 stars.
42 IBUs. Yeah, no one really. I came in at 30.
No. That's for a different beer.
That's the juicy IPA.
It doesn't matter. I'm not. I don't think anyone's getting a point on this.
We should definitely make Dooley eat the miracle berries and then drink this beer.
And see if it tastes different. All right, well, Jason's going to win this round of Hops Roulette. Can we get a round of applause for Jason?
Yeah, half a point.
No, you got a full point.
Well, I won by.
Yes, you won by half a point. But a win is a win, sir. Would you like me to take it away? I could do that too. We got anything else? We good to go here? We good to go here?
Hold on, I gotta. Damn it!
Oh.
I'm almost there. Keep talking.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I thought you were about to do that, and then there's no reason to keep talking.
Well, I was trying to find it.
All right. So, as usual, guys, thank you for listening to our bullshit. You can always find us for any more of the bullshit that we greatly provide you at Facebook at...
Team Fat Kid.
Yeah, I threw you off with the double at there, didn't I? I threw myself off, too.
Yeah.
On Instagram at...
Team Fat Kid Nation.
On Twitter.
At Team Fat Kid 1.
On YouTube.
Team Fat Kid.
And, of course, you can find us for any of your knife and apparel needs at www.teamfatkidnation.com.
Praise the Lord.
Well, be creative.
Stay hungry.
And don't forget to sharpen your knives. Sponsors. Team Fat Kid and TeamFatKidNation.com!